Okay, so you want to know what we're seeing from the bullseye? We're seeing what everybody else is seeing right now, and that's artificial intelligence, AI, Joule, all things artificial intelligence in the SAP world. If you're just at Sapphire, you know what I'm talking about. If you weren't at Sapphire, stick around. There's a few tidbits in here that'll help get you up to speed quickly and point in some directions to prepare for the AI revolution that's now hitting our enterprise platforms. So first, right out of the gate, what is Joule? That's the word you're going to hear a lot of, Joule, Joule. If you haven't seen it already, go look it up. You'll find some fascinating material on it. But what is it? First of all, it's a natural language artificial intelligence tool that's embedded in SAP. And when I say embedded, it's across the whole S/4HANA platform and leverages access to most of the functionality that you find in tools like SuccessFactors, Ariba, and many more to come. This stuff is moving at rapid pace. See things by the day. Then what's it designed really to do? Well, you always hear about automating tasks. Sure, it's designed to automate tasks, but also to really gain new insights, leverage new analytics, and really, as a leader in the business, improve decision making. And then lastly, and what's probably the most powerful thing that we're all experiencing as we dip our toe into AI and other parts of the business, it's leveraging contextual awareness of all that you have going on in your enterprise. So if it's in SAP or in the databases that serve SAP, it's in AI, right? So it's taking all that context and then generating value. Okay, so let's pick it up a little bit. Two key audiences I want to talk to today. Number one, you businesses out there that are assessing AI and looking at what it might mean for you in your SAP environment. And then two, we want to turn our attention to our dear friends in consulting, you consultants who have to be ready for this. If you're not already prepping for what's coming with AI, we want to give you some areas to focus on. So for business, what does it mean for you? I want to hit on 5 key points that would drive benefits to your business. The first one is the one everybody's talking about with AI and sometimes generates fear in people, and that is productivity. It is absolutely designed, and we saw some great examples at Sapphire where it can enhance and dramatically improve productivity, taking away routine tasks, help accelerate the access to data, and then plugging that data into analytics. And what that means then is real-time insights. So you're gaining much faster access to things you otherwise would have to send a team of analysts off to gather the data, run through their analytics, and then present it back to you as a business leader and decision maker. A piece of that comes to fewer silos, right? So all those different parties that feed the AI engine and your decision-making process, now you can break down barriers because you're accessing data from all parts of the business, integrating it and using it to feed your decision-making, which then naturally leads to better alignment among the people in those silos, right? So now information coming from their area of the business and their lifeblood feeds into your decision-making process, and they can then be aligned against the decisions you come back with because they know part of what they offered is helping you inform your decisions. And then lastly, all of this is fast. What does that mean? It means that you can get to value that much faster, right? So whether that's value you're deriving from the ERP itself or deriving from the investments you make in your business from decisions that were influenced or driven by your ERP analytics and information, it just gets you there faster. And I think that's what we're all gunning for. But let me hit on 2 important caveats before we leave the topic of businesses and the benefits. 2 main things to watch out for. And if you've been following along anything from our podcast here in the last several weeks, you know that data migration, data integrity, data quality is very important to us, and it's something that we're always advising our clients to pay particular heed to. Guess what? Now more than ever. You cannot operate in a truly enabled AI world without clean data that you have full access to from across the enterprise. And then lastly, do not forget about the people side of this. This is change. This is massive change. So the organization change management component will really take center stage. in making sure that your teams are ready and capable to adapt and operate in a world that's fueled with the capabilities provided by AI. Okay, so now let's shift quickly, switch hats from client to consultant. And what does it mean to you consultants out there? Well, there's 4 main things you ought to consider. First is it kind of changes the bedrock of what you do. And don't take that as alarmist, take that as an opportunity. That it changes the workflow of how you operate. Where you've been for so long, we've been for so long as those system doers, that we've earned our keep of coming in and doing in the system, to then being viewed as and truly operating as strategic enablers. Right? How to quickly leverage what the system has to offer to get to those enhanced decision-making capabilities. So, keeping in mind is going to change how we operate, save time on some manual procedures. Back to that productivity comment earlier, it really helps you take all the called grunt work, if you will, out of the way so that you can focus on the high value stuff. So then what skills do you need, right? You got to learn the basics. If you're not doing so already, giddy up, it's time, it's moving quickly around us. So things as simple as prompt engineering. Practice, practice, practice. We're doing it every day. I know clients are doing it, and people in just the popular media are talking about it all the time. Get in there and learn some prompt engineering techniques and learn how to interact with the systems. Then with that, you'll go next level learning how to enable AI designed workflows and some of the more advanced capabilities that will make your role as a consultant easier, more productive, ultimately helping your client. Also understand, because you're SAP consultants, specifically how Joule interacts with SAP's business data model. Right? You're going to be hearing about it already. Embrace that and try to figure out how to weave it into your discussions now to help lay the groundwork for your clients to come. And then lastly, don't be afraid of the output. AI is coming out with some pretty amazing insights. Learn how to take those insights and make them palatable and understandable to your clients. Help bring it down from this AI mythical cloud to reality, and then help move them in the direction of acting on those insights and making better decisions. Nuts and bolts though, what does it mean for your projects itself? So most of us make our living off of implementations, whether it's a brand new implementation or engaging new capabilities in SAP and related systems. Think of this as your implementation methodology automated and on steroids, right? So now you have the speed, removing roadblocks, those things you can access through AI that generally were just time sucks in running an implementation. Take testing, for instance. You'll be able to move through testing cycles much faster. So just a very tangible part of the process. And then remember that once we go live with a new system that has AI enabled, there will be continuous discovery beyond go live. There's more and more ways to learn and engage AI once the system is live, and that creates value opportunities for you and us as consultants. And then lastly, this is a fast-moving train, and we're already in a hyper-competitive market where we have to be able to differentiate ourselves. Long gone are the days of just be able to hang up your shingle and say, hey, I'm an SAP FICO consultant, hire me. It's got to be so much more differentiated, and learning AI and weaving it into your consulting practices and the advice and counseling you give to your clients will rapidly differentiate you. You just need to be able to embrace it, establish your own frameworks, develop some use cases, whether working with a client or doing so in a quote-unquote lab, so that you're able to narrate and tell stories to the clients to help them move quickly along the AI adoption curve. And that's what we're all here for. Whether you're in the business, whether your consultants are in the business, we want to move rapidly along this curve and capture as much value as quickly as we can, because guess what? Everybody is and will be, and so to remain differentiated, we want to jump on that wave. So thanks, look forward to seeing you next time. We'll talk some more topics, AI and otherwise related.